Hey, 6th grade. So here's the dragon eye. Okay, so now what we need to do is start adding the color blending that we practiced last week. So I chose the colors, the main colors of violet or purple and yellow. Okay, those are my main colors. So what I'm going to be doing is first I'm going to work on the eye itself. So I'm going to go in and just add a light coat of yellow on the whole thing. This is basically just going to be the undercoat, and then I'm going to add the other colors for the color blending. Alright, so now the colors that I'm going to use for color blending are my orange and my green. Okay, I'm going to use my orange towards the pupil, which I will go back in and color that black. As you can tell, I've outlined everything with my black marker. I don't recommend using black color pencil because it will smear. I did try to do that. I had to redraw the whole eye because it was smearing and it just didn't look good. It looked messy, so you don't want it to look messy. Pen will work too, like a type of some kind of black, or yeah, some kind of black pen will also work if you wanted to do that. You just have to be really careful of your lines, because if you spend all that time drawing the dragon's eye, you don't want it to get ruined with the outlining portion, because that is what happened with mine. You know, drawing looked great, but then when I went to outline it, it just looked bad. So I had to draw the whole thing over. Alright. So as you can see, I'm just adding some orange right near the pupil. As I get farther away from the pupil, I'm gonna be a little bit lighter with how hard I press down with my orange. Right up against it, it can be a little bit darker. Alright. Now I'm going to take my green and I'm going to go around this outer edge. I'm not going to come up towards here. I'm basically thinking about it as if towards the edge of the iris is going to have that yellow-green. So as it comes away from where you can see that line, it's going to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so in the end, I'm going to go back over the whole thing with my yellow. You could add, you know, other striations in there, like other little lines going through if you wanted. You know, if you wanted to add some that, you know, go through the whole thing, kind of. And you don't have to. This is just, if you think about, you know, that a lot of times eyes will have darker lines and lighter lines. Coming out from the pupil in a curved fashion. Make sure it's like really controlled though. You don't want it to look messy. You don't want it to look like an accident or a mistake. You can do the same thing with your green. Have it start to come up towards, have it go towards the pupil. Okay, that gives it an interesting look about it. Now I'm going to go over top of the whole thing with my yellow. Remember, with this top coat, you really want to saturate the paper. So that's what's going to really bring out the other colors and make them so that they don't look like they're just lightly colored. It'll make them more vibrant. If I just stuck with this, you know, lightly coating the top, it's not going to really do that. It's not going to do much of anything to blend everything together. Okay. Alright, so the last thing that I'm going to do for this is I'm going to add in kind of an area that I want to keep white as like almost like a reflection in the eye. Maybe even one down here. Okay, and so now the inside part's done, and the next part we'll work on for video 2 is going to be the scales.